Horsetails is proudly brought to you by the South Carolina Department of Agriculture. South Carolina, a true leader in the equine industry. Folks, it's a beautiful morning here at the Grant Ranch. We're going to have a bang-up show for you. You got Sam Helms, one of the best clinicians for introducing your horses to gunfire in the United States and probably beyond. Today we got 4 horses for you. Got a little marsh tacky of mine that's been under saddle doing pretty good, and I actually got something I'm excited about. Got a coming 3-year-old, a little bay gelding. Just really, he's only had a hauler on him one time. We got him up here, got him in ramping. That's going to be really interesting to watch that. Got Marcia Hewitt coming with the South Carolina Department of Agriculture, one of her nice horses. And we got a few other people invited, so we're not sure quite who else going to show up, but we're going to have a great day here, folks. And so stay tuned. We're going to be shooting them up. All my life, I've been obsessed with horses. I was curious and wanted to see other people's love for their horses and their stories. I'm David Grant, the PD Cowboy, and along with some incredible horse owners, I want to share the story of horses and the people that have a passion for them.
When is the last time you traced your roots? Not your family's roots. The roots of the food you eat. Those roots should run deep, not from afar. Just like the legacy of farmers here in South Carolina.
Day in, day out, farmers from every corner of our state are carrying on the traditions of bringing locally grown food to your table. So, choose food that's rooted right here. Choose certified SC grown. It's a matter of taste.
Don't go racing around looking for a car loan. At Anderson Brothers Bank, we take on all challenges to get you financed. Anderson Brothers Bank. Right car, right payment, right now.
Horsetails, proudly brought to you by Southern States Horse Feed, simply the best horse feed in the equine industry. Nationwide, when the PD Cowboy rides, he rides with Nationwide on his side. South Carolina Department of Agriculture, promoting and nurturing agriculture in South Carolina. Join me now, Marcia Hewitt, equine specialist, South Carolina Department of Agriculture, and master horsewoman.
Oh, thank you.
We were just kind of doing some small talk. Shaw Road, which is your spotted double rested, right?
Yes, yes.
Been exposed to a little bit of everything. You found out we was having Sam Helms down here. He said, hey, I'd like to do that because he's been exposed to a little bit of everything. Marcia, from what you heard about Sam and exposure to gunfire, what are you you excited about today?
Well, yeah, the only problem is I can't shoot, so I hope these guns aren't loaded. I'll blow somebody's head off. But Charo is pretty laid back. He likes new things. I like new things. I like every facet of the horse industry. So the more we can do with this horse, the more people do with their horses in general, the better behaved they're going to be, the more trustworthy, and the more fun you have.
Absolutely. I mean, like say Sam, he trains a majority of them for cowboy minded shooting. Sam, do you have very many people just wanting their horse exposed to gunfire in case what happens out on the trail?
Oh yeah, and this is a saddle horse, and this ain't uncommon either, because you know a lot of people, they just want to carry. You know, and a lot of people do what I do for fun. They travel the country, and if your back gets sore, you want a walking horse, you want a Pasifina or whatever, it doesn't make no difference. It's the same strategy as far as carrying the gun and being safe carrying it.
Well, walking horse people can say how versatile. You got a friend and a client that's done fairly well on the Missouri Foxtrotters, and we got Don Martin. Yep. His is a Foxtrotter too. He's done quite well.
Yeah, he's got a Rocky Mountain horse. I mean, I don't throw no punches. Whatever you bring, that's what you want to do.
All right, Marcia, well, we're getting ready to get after it.
Okay, very good. And I'm excited to have Sam ride my horse, so that'll be great. See somebody else riding.
Like I say, folks, you can see a little bit of everything here today.
All right, we're fixing to get started here. We already got the horse in the pen, and what we're going to cover here a little bit is tools. These are the pistols that I use to start horses under gunfire. It's a 22 single action pistol. This one's a little special. It holds 10 rounds. The trick on these pistols is this. This is what I start out training with. That's a 22 ram set cartridge. You use that to shoot concrete in nails. Before I started doing this, I was a masonry foreman, so I know how to shoot nails in concrete. All that is a 22 rimfire cartridge. It's got powder in it. There's no projectile at all. So what it does is it just makes a noise. I can buy these a lot cheaper than I can buy these right here. This is a real 45. This round here is about 50 cents a round. This round right here is about a nickel. So what we do, we start out with these rounds and we move up to this round right here, which as you can tell is a lot bigger than that round right there. This round has a lot more smoke. Neither round has any type of projectile wadding or anything that could hurt me or the horse. Although this round, both of those rounds actually, if at point blank range, would hurt you severely if you shot yourself with them.
Yeah.
8-year-old spotted walking horse. My understanding, he'd been at obstacles a good bit. If you'll notice, the first thing I did was put a saddle on him because my goal here is to ride and shoot off of him. I don't like to stop once I get started. If you'll see me already, I want his focus to be on me. If you'll also notice, I put him in a rope halter because I've never met him. I don't want to turn him loose in this round pen and let him all act out and be something that I don't. I want to have complete control of him. If you'll also notice, this rope halter has an extremely long lead. Now, I had it built for me by some good friends of mine that sponsor me, and this thing will not break. I can go out there and tie it to your truck, and there's a reason that I like to use it. I'm always in connection with him, okay? We're going to start moving him around the pen here and just see what he's got going on. Mr. Greg over there is loading my pistols for me, and we've already covered some of that. We're going to start shooting and see what he does. Basically, all I'm doing is I'm wanting to be sure I can move his feet at will and control the direction of travel, okay? Be able to stop it when I want to, bring him to me when I want to, among other things. So really all I'm doing is stepping behind that shoulder. Hey! Is stepping behind that shoulder. And moving him. Fire. And the speed at which he's moving is not as important as just that he's moving his feet in the direction we want to. Now what he just did is exactly what we wanted. His feet is moving, I'm directing the travel. See, his head has not moved. He's not changed speed, he even slowed down. Now watch, I'm gonna start moving forward to his shoulder a little bit and asking him to slow down. All the while, I want his feet moving. See, he's not jumping or jerking or doing anything like that. This is what we're looking for. Now, I stepped in front of his shoulder and asked him to come to me. I never quit shooting. This is what we want. Now, this horse has no earplugs in as of yet. So I always introduce gunfire without the earplugs, then I add the earplugs. The earplugs are not so much as to deafen or hide the horse's ability to hear as much as his protection, because I want him to be able to hear the rest of his days, and this is what we use. I use these. These are cat ball toys. You can buy them for $1. If you want to spend a lot of money on horse earplugs, you can. This is a cat ball toy you buy at the local Walmart, Target, anything like that. Now, first reaction on this horse is he's going to do very, very well. We're going to put earplugs in him to protect his ears from the gunfire, because we're going to use him and move him a little bit more, okay? And then we're going to get on him and ride him around and see how he does, okay? Now, it's very important when you're putting earplugs in to roll them in the ear. Don't cram them in there like a bubble gum wrapper. Grab one ear, roll it in, then grab another ear. Don't squeeze it, don't yerk on it, just hold it and roll the other one in. And let him shake them out. Get comfortable. Everybody's got to get comfortable. And if he needs to shake a little bit more, we'll let him go. But the goal here in my mind, starting horses under gunfire, is for them to be comfortable at a trot, a lope, a walk, and at a standstill. Now, we'll cover some more here, but I'm out of round. Thank you. Little thing in my mind that I just did, see how that horse now, he's almost wanting to come to me? Now I've put plugs in. I'm not going to ask him to move out as much as I did before. I don't want him to equate the gunfire with really hard work. It's just gunfire. So I want to be able to dictate this. See, once again, we got no, but see how this horse is not moving as fast? I'm staying a little bit closer to the shoulder. I don't want him to move as fast. What I'm wanting is that walk right there with no reaction. I want him to relax under the gunfire and realize it's just gunfire. It's no big deal. It makes for a safer horse. A lot of people are not going to ride and shoot at 110 mile an hour like me. They just want to do this. They want to stop and take a shot at a deer or a coyote or a fox. But see how the horse is coming to me, leaning on me? This is safe. This is where the work stops. So I use the work, and it don't have to be hard work, but I have to be in charge to introduce the gunfire, and then I also use it as a place to rest.
Horsetails, proudly brought to you by Warren Coker, Coastal Bermuda Hay Farms, Atlanta, South Carolina. Hey, and a whole lot more. South Carolina Horsemen's Council, the voice of the horse in South Carolina. Morrell Tire, Latta, South Carolina, working tirelessly to bring you the best service in the industry. Hey folks, got pecans to sell? See Warren Coker, Atlanta, South Carolina.
At Anderson Brothers Bank, we have the right formula for your car loan. Doing loans the big banks won't, at rates finance companies don't. Get on the right track with the right car, the right payment, and get to the finish line in record time. Anderson Brothers Bank.
Take a moment to think about the food you buy and eat. Is it fresh? I mean really fresh. Or is it shipped from a grower, hundreds or even thousands of miles away?
Well, here in South Carolina, we celebrate fresh, locally grown food and unforgettable meals with family and friends. So, choose food that's rooted right here. Choose certified SC grown. It's a matter of taste.
You can't always be there to protect her down the road. Make sure the tires she's riding on will. With the revolutionary Michelin Premier Tire, even as it wears down over time, its safety doesn't, thanks to EverGrip technology. The Michelin Premier Tire, safe when new, safe when worn.
I'm Morgan Whalen. I'm the Produce Safety Outreach Coordinator. I help organize all the FSMA Produce Safety Rule trainings throughout the state. If you grow produce in South Carolina, please contact us for more information.
All right, so now, since things are going so good, we're not going to waste a lot of time. We've shot 30 or 40 rounds or so. The horse ain't jumped, he ain't jerked, he ain't flinched, so we're going to get on his back and we're going to see what's going on here, see what kind of trouble we can get into. Now, I've already made the comment on how nice this horse is. I'm probably going to keep on bragging on him. But notice he is a gaited horse. He's a big old thing. He's quiet and likable. I like it a lot. But what we're going to do now, here's a certain thing here, all right? Now, when you're introducing, there's introducing gunfire and there's introducing guns. So, all right. So right here would be 10 o'clock. and right here would be 2 o'clock. This is where we need to be shooting, okay? We don't want to try to send a round between his ears, all right? We don't ever want to approach that. But when we're initially introducing, like you can see this horse, he don't care me flailing this around, okay? But when I start shooting, I'm going to start back here, because any movement I want forward, okay? If you go to shooting in front of his nose initially, you're going to cause yourself some problems, and you're probably going to spook your horse. And then, just like I did before, I'm going to ask him to slow and continue with the gunfire. Now, if he would have presented a problem, I would have put his feet to working a little faster, a little harder, but you're really not going to get much better than that. Very important to reward your horse when he does this good. Pretty good critter. So now we've pretty much succeeded with the 22 rounds, and this little booger right here is being a rock star about it. So now what we're going to do, you notice I just slipped this halter back on. I'm going to go back to right where I was before, and now I'm going to introduce the 45 round. Now the 45 round is a little bit louder. The biggest thing that's going to happen here is we're going to have a little smoke, and what we want to do is him come through that smoke. Which with the wind today, see that jump right there? That's the first time we've seen this horse jump. Now see him look at that smoke? The smoke creates a problem. But as long as he comes to me, there ain't no problem. And see, it took me a little bit to figure out the wind direction, but exactly what I want to happen, he's coming right through that smoke to me. So now we've left the safety of the round pen for me and the horse. Now, a lot of folks don't think that's a big deal, but now this horse got really comfortable, really safe with the gunfire and the smoke in that round pen. When I changed the location, I changed the surroundings, I changed the scenario. So I'm going to go right back to what I did in the round pen and ask this horse to move out with no panels or anything to help guide it. I'm just going to ride it around and I'm going to shoot and hope I get the same response that I got in the round pen, okay? Ask him to slow down. See how he's comfortable, and see I'm moving closer to this horse's head the whole time. This is the best case scenario of what I want to happen. So now we're going to go put Miss Marcia on her horse and let her shoot a little bit. See how things go. All right, Marcia, what do you know about pistols?
Not a great deal.
Okay, this is a single action 45. It's got 6 rounds in it, okay? You have to cock it to shoot it.
Okay.
Understand?
Yeah.
If you don't cock it, it don't shoot.
Right.
See there?
Yeah.
Cock, pull the trigger. Cock, pull the trigger, okay? Remember what we talked about earlier? We want to shoot behind 2 and behind 10. Don't be getting up here around his head. Right. He won't like it and you won't either.
Right.
So what I want you to do is start, this is 3, this is 9, and then work your way forward just until you figure out how to understand.
Yes.
Okay, and you can stop. What we've seen is you can stop him and shoot, and I'm going to kind of hang out with you a little bit right close, not on the gun side. Okay?
Good idea.
Now, when you're holding a pistol on a horse, this is center. Okay, see, that's a good safe spot. I don't want you to hold it down there next to your leg on the other side, because if it goes off, it could singe the back of your leg and hit him in the flank. So you understand?
Yes.
This is center.
Yes.
This is safety. This is neutral. Okay? Now, what I want you to do is kind of pretend that like you're in a round pen and I'm in the center of it, and just go around me. Pick speed and just start shooting. Start on the strong side. That's good. See how the smoke comes around you? You can kind of see what I'm telling you about your horse. See if you smell that smoke, he's smelling that same smoke, and the more he smells it, the better off he'll be. Now move a little bit more forward with the gun to about 10. There you go. Now go to the other side. A little bit more forward. There you go. Stop. Now what I want you to do now is start walking the same thing and then stop him, ask him to stand, and then take a shot.
Okay.
Most people, if they were trail riding like you, would not want to shoot while they were moving. Most people would want to stop their horse and then take a shot. Stop him again.
Go the other direction.
Good. Now don't cock that gun. Keep in mind, every time you cock that hammer, that gun is live. Okay. So try not to cock it and cross it over the top of his head.
Get it right.
We can't do nothing else. Unless you want to start shooting shotgun and rifle off of him.
I'm too uncoordinated for that.
Horsetails, proudly brought to you by Anderson Brothers Bank, treating you like family since 1933. King Street Auction Company, King Street, South Carolina, the #1 auction in the Southeast. Equestrian Images, committed to artistic excellence.
Southern States carefully crafts every bag of Legends horse feed with the highest quality ingredients available. The Legends superior line of specially formulated feeds will help keep your horses happy, healthy, and in peak form. You and your horse have a special bond. To keep that bond everlasting, Legends horse feeds can accommodate every type of nutritional need a horse might have. Legends, redefining what horse feed should be. Visit your local Southern States dealer to see which Legends feed is best for your horse.
Take a moment to think about the food you buy and eat. Is it fresh? I mean really fresh. Or is it shipped from a grower hundreds or even thousands of miles away?
Well, here in South Carolina, we celebrate fresh, locally grown food and unforgettable meals with family and friends. So, choose food that's rooted right here. Choose certified SC grown. It's a matter of taste.
Well, Marcia?
Yes.
You shot off?
Exciting.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Great. I've not had much experience with guns, and the horse obviously has had none. He was great, and that's just a whole new sport that is exciting. It was fun. Good old Charlie.
Don and Susan Mathis showed up. I said, oh, Lord, Marcia Hewitt, St. Charles will never be the same. She knows how to shoot a gun. Well, really, just did you expect Charlie to come along that quick?
I did, because he's very sensible. He's had a lot of obstacle work. I've worked him since he was a baby to do unusual and strange things, and I pretty much expect him to do whatever he's told, and he does. You know, horses live up to your expectations or live down to them, and he does what I want pretty much.
Well,
and when you've got a professional doing the instructing, I knew it was going to go well.
Well, Sam, you trained them from A to Z and hundreds of them. Can you just kind of critique what went on with Charlie?
Sort of kind of what Miss Marcia said. I mean, the horse really, he just did everything I wanted him to do. I mean, there's a really good foundation on him, a really well-broke horse, really likable horse. He calmed down. He actually rode almost a little bit quieter for her, and you can tell right now he's your best friend.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter, gated, whatever type horse. I mean, it really.
Oh, we've done them all. Gated, quarter horses. Everybody has different uses. So there's a lot of people nowadays that like to carry a firearm with them while they're trail riding. And I'm getting a lot of work from people that just want to feel comfortable to know that they can carry a firearm on their horse, and if they had to discharge it, that they could. And this is a horse that you know you could.
Well, Marcia?
Yes.
Looks like the value went up.
Yes, he did. Not for sale. This is my best buddy here. And thank you, David. You always challenge us with new and exciting things.
You ain't seen nothing yet. Folks, the action was fast and furious here today, and we just couldn't get it all in one episode, folks. So we decided we run out of time. We almost run out of bullets. We decided to bring it back to you again next week. Sam Helms, you better hang on, folks. He really knows what he's doing. So for next week, keep your reins low and your hands quiet, and God loves this great country of ours.